started photographing in Australia in 2000, working for a small sport agency, and made the transition to news. I wanted to travel and see the world, and I travelled for a year, and during that time was offered a staff job in London, and I worked in London for 4 years, and then I was based in India, in New Delhi, covering a region for Getty Images News. And then in 2013 made the step to go freelance, moved my base. I was in India for a little while longer, and then Barcelona, and then I'm now based in Mexico City. He arrived with over 80% of support. His campaign was based on targeting petty crime and corruption, and he believed that the drug epidemic was at the heart of it. I think the people were tired of what had been the politics previously in the country, and they were looking for a change. You know, what I think of is what we have to go through to endure covering these stories is nothing compared to what the families living there endure on a daily basis and how their lives have been lost. These assignments are difficult for us, but I like to put things into perspective and realize, you know what, well, we get to go home, and these people have been affected, their lives have been changed forever. For me, the most important thing is the message, and showing the public and people that this is happening, and people in parts of the world or even in the Philippines as well. I mean, to date, there are estimations of over 12,000 people that have been killed over the last year. It's a photograph of a young girl, Jimji, and she's there at the funeral as the workers are taking away the body of her father, Jimboy Balasa, who was killed 3 weeks earlier. Him and his friend were taken from in front of the house, and then hours later their bodies were found mutilated, dead, shot under a bridge. And showing the grief, and I mean, being there and feeling the grief and seeing it, of a young girl screaming out her dad's, screaming out Papa, was definitely one of the most difficult things to document, but I felt this is one of 12,000, and this is happening not only here but in so many other places as well, and this is how the community is being affected and people are being affected. So that for me is an important photograph. From the police side, these were all official operations, and they were nearly every case the protagonist, the user, the alleged user, fired first. Spending time with the families was the only way that we were able to, with the families, with eyewitnesses, with bystanders, and interviewing a whole variety of people who were there on the scene was the only way that we were actually to find out the story and to actually see the impact. I feel that the only way that you can understand a story properly is to be able to spend time in. It allows me, I believe, to work on longer projects and be able to dig a lot deeper.